into this season, week 5 in our coverage of EA Sports College football. It's the USC Trojans and the Washington Huskies. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline.
The most beautiful views from the water on Lake Washington, Husky Stadium, is something special. You can see the lake, the mountains, you can see it all from kickoff. This is one of the most glorious views in all of college sports. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Washington likely to try to boot it deep to get things started. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Looking to throw, it's Mayava. Hauls it in. Give him 9 on that one. Sets up a 2nd and 1.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed? After he made his break, he was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
The Trojans with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Jordan. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a 1st down.
Man, I really love the way this guy looks when he's toting the rock. You think about all the high school kids out there who dream about one day donning a USC jersey and being the starting running back for the Trojans. There's so much competition, not just in the state of California, but nationally, to come to this school and be the guy, to be RB1. He's on the field.
Maybe some room here. And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35. You count up those explosive plays in a game, and you put a little extra star by the big runs.
Yeah, this running back is a weapon, boy. He is so good in space. He's got shiftiness. He can make guys miss. And if this guy gets into the 2nd level, watch out. He can hit a home run.
And the Trojans have it with a 1st and 10. Wide receiver going in motion. Running inside. It's Jordan. Can't get him to the ground. Knocked out at the 25-yard line. Picked up 10 there and gets a 1st down.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
What a great play by the linebacker. You talk about filling a hole. Defensive line does their jobs. He comes in the hole and says, sit out, sir.
The lost yardage leaves them with 2nd and 11. To the air, it's Mayava. Missed his receiver there, it's incomplete. They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads it left. It's caught downfield. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
The Trojans come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Who needs that smell salt? Goodness gracious, that linebacker just opened the eyes of the running back, running through the hole and hitting him right in the mouth.
And, man, he may have to have the molars checked out after that one, but at least he was able to hang on to the football.
Secure that football. It is hard to do when you get hit that hard, especially when you get that face right there on the football. Nice job on the back holding the ball.
Back to pass on second down. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. Not the way you want to start your first drive, and the defense forces a turnover. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. The give on the inside. Tripped up for the tackle. Now on second down. Throwing, Williams. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. And he'll just get rid of that one.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously was he's outside the tackle boxes. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another down.
Facing a third down and short from the 26. A quick completion to the left, looking for the first down. He's going to have enough to pick up the first down as they stop him at the 33-yard line.
Well, after getting that takeaway, this offense is needing some points, and that's a big completion there on third down. Good job reading the coverage. The offense is going to stay on the field. They want to keep this momentum going, and that last completion, that was big.
Washington coming to the line with another first down. The run inside. It's Washington. Got enough for the first. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41. The Huskies have this offense rolling. Williams. Right down the middle. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick. And after the pick, there is an injured player who's still on the field. That is the senior linebacker who's been shaken up. Holly Rowe will give us an update on his condition. This drive will get started from the 37-yard line. To the air, it's Mayava. Pressure coming. And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. So it's now 1st and 20 after that holding call. The give on the counter. Shakes off the defender. They get him stopped at the 32. That's a gain of 4.
You know, you better form tackle better on defense. You had a chance to make a big play, missed the running back, and as a result, he's getting positive yards. Defense has to do a better job at finishing.
Offense gets set for 2nd down. Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. With the catch, it's Anderson. Flying out to the left. 10. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Trojans.
Just a really nice throw. Really good touch towards the sideline on that corner route. And the receiver does a nice job catching the football and immediately getting up the field, getting in the end zone for the big touchdown.
And he splits the uprights on the extra point. Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Here's Williams to throw. Caught by Williams on the right. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the 1st down.
Yeah, this is simple pitch and catch. Quarterback and wide receiver have done this 4 million times in the offseason. He catches, waits for him to take a couple steps, boom, fires it right on his chest. They can complete this probably with their eyes closed. They've ran this route so many times.
And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
And he gets home again, continuing his production. Last week, 2 sacks. This week, already a sack in the 1st half. This guy has been on a sack terror.
As we head to the quarter break, it is USC holding the lead. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. And they've swapped ends of the field, and we'll get it going in the 2nd. So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down.
Here we go. Ready. 30.
Williams. Finds us back in the middle. He was trying to reach the sticks, but he doesn't quite make it down at the 23. It's 4th down.
And defensively on 3rd down, man, that is absolutely your goal.
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. Oops, someone moved just a bit early, and the offense is going to pick up a penalty. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Washington sends out the punt team. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Wants to bring it back. He's going to get loose. Man, oh man, did that coverage team have its hands full. Well, not full because they didn't get a hand on him for quite a while. Great return there. Great place to start for this offense. Run in the red zone, it's Miller. Runs for the tackle. Getting work done on the ground. He's pulled down at the 14-yard line.
That's just a really nice job by the running back, making the first guy miss and going to get positive yards. This guy's got some wiggle, and you saw it on that play.
They'll go right back to the run, fighting off the defender. He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stopped.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
First down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
They'll move the wide receiver. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line. A loss of 1.
If you're going to try a push pass here on first down by the goal line, you really got to get great blocking. You can't allow penetration, and the offense wasn't able to do that. Look at the defense on that last play. They were able to get in the backfield and make a tackle on a speedy wide receiver to get the TFL.
A 3rd and goal, and this defense feeling energy from the crowd. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Wormley. They stop him right there. They tried to convert with the run, and the defense was up for the challenge.
4th down here. It's still early in the game. I'm not chasing points. Take the field goal, K this drive off.
And they have analytical cards nowadays that says the exact situation, what the score is, do you go for it or not? Look at the card, make the decision.
He splits the uprights, and that will extend their lead even further.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Pulls and fires complete. They'll spot the ball at the 34 as he goes out of bounds right there.
Well, this tight end, he's got size and he's got some athleticism, and he's very difficult to cover one-on-one. Defense is going to have their hands full with him today.
And the Huskies with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Throwing, Williams. The sure hands, it's Washington. Finally forced out of bounds, maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49.
Wow, they've been waiting for that play, right? They haven't been throwing it a lot. They've been real sluggish. They've got no points on the scoreboard. And now they come up with an explosive play in the passing game to get them in a position to score some points here, hopefully a touchdown, before this first half closes out.
Still some work to do after that last completion at 2nd down. Just keeps slinging it. Got his man. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a 1st down.
Well, it wasn't a great start for this quarterback, but on this drive, he seems to be turning the corner. He just looks like he's playing in a different rhythm. He's seeing the field better. It's almost as if the game is starting to slow down for him. I think on that last completion, it was a good example of it.
Got him.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
It's Williams again. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
And I think that time he was trusting his pocket awareness and his arm a little bit too much. You've got to remember, you're one of the best athletes in the country playing the position. If you see a crease, you've just got to take off and get it.
They're within field goal range at the 29. Let's see if they can pick up a few or the 1st down on 3rd and long. He is stopped right at the 21-yard line, and now it'll be 4th down and decision time. The Trojans use their 1st timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Not a chance. Missed it. The missed field goal leaves us with a double-digit game still sitting at 10.
And sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26. And the Trojans want to move quickly.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Running inside. It's Jordan. Found a little bit of running room on that one, but he's brought down and the clock continues to run.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good game, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
This defense knew they had a tall task playing against this Heisman-caliber quarterback, and the best way to affect him is with pressure. They were able to hit him on that play, and that forced the incompletion.
Dropping back, it's Mayava. He lost it high and deep down the left side. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down.
This is going to be a tough situation for the offense here. Late in the first half, they're trying to find a way to generate some points before going into the locker room, but the defense is ready for it. So the windows are not going to be very big, especially when you're trying to attack vertically like they did on that last one. Downfield completions are going to be tough to come by.
Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Williams. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go.
And that was another ball thrown in harm's way. And this young man, he already has one interception. That was almost a second. Just playing a little bit loose with the football. Let's make sure we get that dialed in. We can't make those mistakes. Hard to win games when you make big mistakes.
Looking downfield very late in the half. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
It's too bad because these receivers are winning outside one-on-one. If this offensive line can just give their quarterback a little bit more time, there are some plays to be had.
Just enough time for one final play of the half. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. Takes a hit as he fires. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. Halftime as both teams head into the locker room. We're looking forward to a terrific second half, but before that, let's check in with Kevin Connors.
From our gorgeous Orlando studios, it's the Week 5 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We begin our coverage with Florida State taking on the number 8 team, the Virginia Cavaliers. And it's the Seminoles coming away with a blowout victory in what looks like a major upset. Expect major changes in the polls this week.
The Huskies offense out there and ready to go. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the third quarter.
Down 2 possessions, the coaching staff met in at halftime, and they've probably scripted this opening drive. Just like they do at the start of the game, they've now got an idea of what plays they feel most confident in, what plays their quarterback is seeing the best to go out here and execute a scoring drive.
Well, and it's nice to get the ball first. Like, I got the first opportunity to close the gap a little bit, apply some great game pressure to these guys. So I think getting the ball first, driving down, scoring right here would be huge.
Well, the defense knew coming into this one it was going to be a physical game. Guys are going to have to be great at the point of attack and get off blocks and make tackles. They couldn't stop the offense from picking up that first down on that run play.
Here's Williams to throw. Right on the money. Finally forced out of bounds, maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49.
It has not been a banner performance so far by this offense. Here in the second half, they need more plays like that. That's a good sign, but you got to be able to put those plays back to back now. Really nice job early in the drive, coming up with a big one in your own end. But now you've got to be able to string some of those along now and score some more points.
And with not much doing downfield, he found his parents open in the stands and threw it to them.
And that was good defense again, and unfortunately, we've been saying that all game long. Really, really good defense, or, listen, you can spin on the other side. This offense has really been bad.
He's got his man. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. Snags it, and he's open. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down.
He's been a matchup problem all season long. Defenses just don't know how to solve the puzzle. And with that last catch, over 500 yards receiving now on the year for him.
Williams fires to the right. Got his man downfield. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be first and goal.
The offense really struggled in the first half of this game, so it was important coming out of halftime. They were able to generate some momentum and get some rhythm offensively, and right now they look like they have it on this drive. Great news to see the quarterback make that last throw there to pick up the first down. They need him to play great in the second half.
Washington comes to the line with a first and goal. Williams to the air again. Lets it fly. Touchdown, Husky. Fired in from the red zone for the score.
And I think this is really the separators in good offense and great offense. Can you throw the football inside the 5-yard line with the tight windows? He can. Nice strike, nice catch, nice execution.
Coming out with it, it's Lockhart. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he's stopped right there. Here comes the Trojan offense ready to go on the attack. So after watching their defense immediately give up a touchdown drive here in the third quarter, they'll try to answer here. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly.
You know, as a quarterback, you believe in your matchup. And in my running back, if I can get him the ball in space, he's going to win a lot of times. He didn't that time. The defense was ready. Nice job in the open field making the nice tackle.
Escapes the pressure going right. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They've been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy. That's why the ball falls in.
You can feel and hear the purple rain all the way across Lake Washington. Third down coming. Makes the grab at the 45 on his way. Open space in the middle. Touchdown, USC. Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
And this offense doing a really nice job, man. They're understanding who they are. And Jesse, do you find guys, man, on the outside that you know where they're going to be, you know they're going to make plays, and you just continue to feed them?
Yeah, no question, especially in a situation like this, David. When the game's on the line, you got to go to your best players. And quarterbacks, they keep track of what's happening during the game. Who's winning? Who's getting separation on the outside? Who do I feel comfortable throwing to in tight coverage? This is the guy. That's now his second touchdown catch in the game, and I don't think that's going to be the last time we see him touch the ball.
Here comes the Washington offense to start this possession. That deficit has now grown to double digits, down 17-7 as they start this drive. Got enough for the first. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, it's so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
After the 4-yard completion on first down, now it's 2nd and 6. The run inside. It's Washington, able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. Washington right back to the line. Washington again. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
The RPO game works really well for this offense because the running back is very patient. It's a bit of a delayed handoff, but he's very good at finding the creases and finding the lanes and then putting his foot in the ground and getting north.
Throwing, Williams. Stepping to the right. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, you can see the mindset of this offense changing quickly. We're in the late in the 3rd quarter. They're down on the scoreboard. They've got to get aggressive. They've got to throw the ball if they want a chance to win this game. But the defense knows it. It's going to be really hard for this quarterback now. The windows are going to be small like it was that time throwing the incompletion.
And man, this whole crowd has grown frustrated with what they've seen from this offense. I mean, they just haven't put drives together. They haven't been explosive. And another incompletion, and the clock is ticking. It's running down. They've got to find a way to create some big plays, to create some momentum, and get these guys on their feet yelling.
Gets it out fast. At the 40, there he goes. Crosses the 35, out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play, spotted at the 32.
And the defensive coordinator is irate on the sideline. 3rd and long, it's a short throw. You've got to be able to rally, make a tackle, and force the punter onto the field. They let him get loose, break some tackles, and with the first, the offense stays on the field.
The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
Really good job by the defense, seeing it and going and getting it. Nice job understanding the touch pass. It could happen. Those guys go in motion, man. I got to understand. Safety's got to see that, start flying down, getting ready to play that. Nice job by the defense being ready for that play.
It's Williams again. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Rolling, throwing, looking right. Can't hang on in the end zone, and that one is going to drive him crazy when he watches it. It'll be 3rd down.
Man, you see, once you start to get to the red zone, the contested catch rate goes way through the roof. Who can make those plays when you're physically getting hit? Nice job by the defense, man. Make them earn it. Make them feel it. Get your hands through the contact of the football when they're trying to make the catch. Great job breaking on the football at the perfect time.
Really nice job in execution there on that 3rd down through the passing game. All of a sudden now you've got a decision to make because you're in field goal range. But do you have the confidence to leave your offense out there to pick this first down up and go looking for a touchdown? It's a big decision right here for the head coach.
They spun that wheel of fortune on 4th down and come up bankrupt.
Man, what a job keeping your eyes on your key. It's so easy sometimes when they run those RPOs to get a little bit lost with your eyes, to come up, play the run. Nice job seeing the ball thrown. He's got his guy, makes the tackle, and gets the big 4th down stop.
And he was able to work his way for just a few, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the 4th quarter. They had a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Wormley. Finding some room. He's inside the 40. Past the 20. Touchdown, Trojans! He got loose, and it was lights out after that. They're now in really good shape to get back into the win column as they extend the lead here late. Nothing but a vapor trail left behind that guy, and the defense straight to the burn unit.
And, man, that does not feel good. As a defense, you're trying to limit the big plays, keep that guy in front of you. That guy says, wait a minute, I'm way too fast for that. They're going to just need to work on those angles. That's for dang sure.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On first down, finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
They'll snap it from the 26 on first down. Here's the pressure. Gonna let it fly, and that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but second down coming.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops, just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late.
Caught, and he's got room. He's into plus territory, knocked out of bounds after the nice game, mark it at the 47.
Well, you got to think here offensively that you may have 2 more possessions in this game. You can still win, but you've got to be aggressive. You've got to start taking shots vertically down the field, throwing to your best players.
Washington has it and a fresh set of downs. Rush is on him. A little release to the back.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
So now it's second and long. Williams to the air again. Makes the grab. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Washington wants to go quickly.
You coming into this game, if they throw completions and get first downs, that's when they like to change up the tempo and go fast. You're seeing it here.
He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. The Huskies have a lot of options on second and inches. Williams moving out to the right. Got rid of it just in time.
This offensive line is not going to like watching the film back tomorrow when they get the opportunity, because they have gotten beat time and time again up front, especially in passing situations. All of the hits, all of the sacks this quarterback has taken is the biggest reason why they're going to lose this game.
And the Huskies come to the line trying to find a way to convert on third and very short. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 22.
Well, they pick up the first against zone coverage. The biggest key there is the quarterback understanding that A, it's zone, but B, what kind of zone is it? Is it 1 high safety? Is it 2 high safeties? And then you know instinctively where your best throw, where your highest percentage completion is based on what type of zone coverage it's going to be.
And unfortunately, man, another incompletion. This offense is just running out of time. Like, they've just not put it together, trailing. I know they're in passing situations, but this defense, they don't have to be aggressive. They can sit back. Offensively, you got to put the gas to the floor. Got to make something happen fast.
Working a little foot magic on the sidelines, and it'll be enough for the first down.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. And offensively, man, they just keep finding him time and time again, and he's making plays. And if I'm the defense, I got to do something different. Like, I got to put it.
Touchdown, Huskies. Right on the money, and he makes the grab in the end zone.
What a fantastic route that time. If you're going to be able to throw the ball down in this area of the field where the windows close so quickly, you have got to be precise with the route running, and that's what happened right there. That's an easy connection between the QB and his target for the score.
They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football.
Well, here in the fourth quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. So that last touchdown made it a two-possession game, but if this offense can do its job, they can put this one away. Another broken tackle.
I know exactly what I have to do here. Defensively, we got to get the stop. So we're playing run. We're selling out to run because we're thinking they're going to run the football, and we got 3 timeouts. Let's use them wisely. Let's use those timeouts, save as much clock as we can so our offense has some time on the clock to do some damage when they get the football back.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. They'll keep it on the ground. Makes the tackle right at the 28-yard line. Pick up a 5, and they'll move the sticks. Washington stops the clock and uses its first timeout. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. Now on the move at the 28-yard line on first down. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. So they'll use a timeout here. 1 more remaining, and of course the 2-minute stoppage coming up as well. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Running inside. It's Jordan. Inside the 15. Got enough space. Runs it into the house. Touchdown, Southern Cal. Things a little more comfortable after that score and much, much closer to a win here in Week 5. And that extra point is a big one as they now have a 3-possession, 17-point lead in the 4th. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
And the completion gives him a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving.
And a great job by the QB, finding the running back, get him the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
They'll put it in play from the 41 on first down. Here's Williams to throw. That's caught. It's Washington. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 41 after the good game there.
Hey, the defense here in this situation with a huge lead, they've got to anticipate that this offense is going to be trying to throw the ball to the sideline, so they've got to work different coverages to try to force the quarterback to go over the middle of the field with the football.
Oh, he found a space on the right. Inside the 15, out of bounds at the 14-yard line. The offense looking for a score. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Caught. They will score. Touchdown, Washington! He'll try to tack on one more. And the kick is good, but there's a penalty flag, and I think it's going to be roughing the kicker. This defense is trying to protect the lead. You have to make the offense work for it, and a personal foul just gives them yards. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball. They'll move the tight end. Just ran him over. How about that elusiveness. He's got space. He got the edge and got enough, and that will put this game away.
Well, with the game on the line, knowing you just need one first down to end this thing, you're going to the perimeter of the field on a quick-hitting play with a lot of speed, David, able to outflank the defense to seal this thing.
And it's so smart because the defense brings in all the...
There's a crease. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to put a bow on this one. So close to cashing it in for this offense. With the run on 1st and goal. And he's in! Touchdown, Trojans! How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5?
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Williams makes the grab. It's Washington. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
Tosses it incomplete.
This defense has just been all over this guy all game long. Under pressure, they're finding a way to get to him and affect his rhythm. Of course, they have an interception in this game. That's why they've got a big lead here in the 4th quarter. This guy has never gotten into a rhythm.
Williams from the gun on 3rd down. Unloads to the wideout. Fires into traffic. Picked off. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play. A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. On the direct snap, it's Jordan. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
It's a great play there by the defense, stopping that run. But now with less than a minute to go, you got to use your timeout. You got to try and conserve as much clock as possible to give yourself a chance to win.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Right back to the well. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? A strong, methodical, workman-like effort from this team. No frills, just get the job done and get the win.
I love when you describe my teams like that. Just consistent, you know, methodical, strong. I don't have to do things special every single week. All I'm supposed to do is get the W, and that's what they did.
And this is why practice is so important, guys. You can tell that this team was locked in way back earlier in the week. They watched the film. They got good looks in practice. They knew what to anticipate. They knew what looks they were going to see. And when those looks presented themselves, boy, oh boy, did they ever take advantage.
That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.